Hello everyone and welcome back to Calmlands. This is the multiplayer co-op with Nordic Farming and we've reached episode number 77. We are starting down in the new truck stop this morning. This is what Nordic and I created last time, a little bit of a concrete pad with a open shed. Now it is small to begin with, but I think we will be expanding it in the future because we've got lots of stuff to store down here. Multiple trucks, 4 trucks in fact, and we've also got our new and shortened auger masters which helped us ferry all the lime to the 4 new fields last month. But you'll notice we have the drills down here this morning. That's because we need to drill up those 4 fields. So we are going to hop in the tractors and get started. Yes, we did set up a waypoint for this new truck stop so we can get our auto drivers to come down here. Now we're going to start off with a boomerang field that is in the distance there across the water, covered in white, and that is going to receive oats because we've checked the fields we've drilled currently and oats and barley are in some of our smaller fields. So we're going to put oats in boomerang and barley in arrow up. Then north wall is going to just hit a tree. That is unfortunate. There we go, we have freed ourselves. Yes, barley is going to go in arrow up. North wall is going to receive soybeans, and to the right, grassy knoll field. Because this is quite small, we are going to have grass drilled in here, but I think we're going to leave that to some of our courseplay workers. Right, this will be a test. Can we get across the bridge with the seed hawks? It's very tight, but I think we've just about managed it. And we have our auger wagons here and waiting, ready to replenish our seed and fertilizer in the drill. So let's switch to oats whilst we remember. And I think we've probably got enough in the hopper to keep us going for this field. But yeah, we can see how we get on. Nordic has sprung in front to get ahead and set up the GPS track for our seed hawk drills. So we better activate GPS actually and ensure that we are set up correctly. So we've reached the end of the field so we can get unfolded. We have a GPS track set and we are going to loop on around and we'll probably start with the headland and then link up with the GPS track that Nordic has set. So let's just deal with this corner whilst we are here. turning off because sadly we have run out of seed and very nearly ran out of fertilizer as well. So that is unfortunate. Nordic and I thought we were going to have enough to see us through, but we did not have enough, and we need to restock. Nordic has restocked his air cart with seed and fertilizer, and he's resuming. Maybe he will just pick up the last of the rows for us whilst we refill, but never mind. We can get restocked, and yes, this is Boomerang all drilled with oats, and we can get replenished and move on to Arrow Upfield, where we are going to drill barley. Now I'm not going to detach the air cart, I'm actually going to just open it up and drive in each of the auger wagons to fill up the air cart, because it's a little bit easier than doing the whole detaching routine. Right, fertilizer first, so which one is it? The rear one? And we can set that chap off to replenish and go over to Arrow Down, which is the next field. Seed going in, and I think Nordic has finished doing the drilling now, and we can set this off to go and replenish the seed and meet us at Arrow Down. So we will spin around and head over to Arrow Down. I think Nordic is probably due to lead the way on this one. Through the tight bridge. I'm keeping my hood ornament lined up with the middle of the bridge, and hopefully don't get snagged on a tree. Head on through this little coppice. To the right is Arrow Down, where we have a crop drilled that is still growing, and it'll be nice to be accompanied by the barley we are going to drill in Arrow Up. Okay, unfolding. Nordic is leading on the headland for this one. We have the GPS track set for Arrow Up, so let's line up next to him and we can get this barley nicely drilled. Raising up and switching off the drill. Just been doing some in-cab work. And that is the barley all drilled in arrow up. And we have reached the edge of the field, so just need to do a bit of a backup. Oh, still got the GPS active, so we will untoggle that and set the drills to fold up. Right, the auger wagons are over at Arrow Down field. They're at the top of Arrow Down, so at the top of this hill here. Was able to see them in the distance whilst we were working away. Luckily we didn't need a refill, so managed to do that field without needing any pauses or breaks, and that was quite a swift job, although the tractors were struggling up the hill, and that's probably because this tractor is in need of a bit of maintenance. It's down below halfway now, which is a little bit of a concern. So I might have to call out a mobile mechanic to get this repaired. We'll see what we can do on the fly. But if not, we'll just have to cope and do the north wall, which, as a matter of fact, is going to have soybeans in it. So we better select soybeans. There we go. So I think we'll head onto the top of the hill, get refilled by the augers, and then we'll be set to do the last field that we are drilling. And after that, it'll be setting up our courseplay drivers to drill the grass in Grassy Knoll. Quite a view looking downhill on Calmlands. Has got some fantastic views. Go, the auger wagons are here. Nordic is ready and waiting as well. So I think I will hop in them and get refilling. Okay, that is us restocked. So we'll unfold again, got soybeans selected, and the plan is I'm going to set the GPS route on the return run on the far side of the field, which has a nice straight edge. So yeah, I will set that when I am round there, but for the meantime we will lead the headland, and sometimes it's not really worth doing the GPS in a field because there'll only be a few rows, but nonetheless we will set it. Right, soybeans are being drilled, so we'll get this last field nicely sowed. Rolling back down the hill now that we have stopped, so I better put the old brakes on before we jackknife too much, and also turn the GPS off. And that is north wall all drilled with the soybeans. Fantastic. And we didn't use a single grain of solid fertilizer because, of course, soybeans doesn't take fertilizer when precision farming is active. And we need to get this tractor back to the yard because it is down quite low on the maintenance level and it's about halfway empty with fuel. So it is in desperate need. So I think the plan is I'm going to probably set a worker to drive this back to the yard because Nordic and I need to set up a courseplay worker to drill grassy knoll. So let's just configure this to drive to wash station 1 because it will need a wash as well as a service. And Nordic and I can head over to the dealership. We'll need to pick 2 tractors and buy some other drills that are going to conduct the drilling of grassy knoll. Righto, we are at the dealership, so we are going to purchase some new seed drills. And for seed drills, we are going to be purchasing our old friend. We used to have these drills, the Väderstad Rapid A 800S. 240 horsepower to run, while the Schluter and the Jenny, the New Holland Genesis, which are going to run these, are 240 horsepower, so that fits perfectly. It's a direct seed drill, and it can seed and fertilise, and it's 8 meters wide, so pretty perfect. 160,000. Yeah, we need to buy 2. Ooh, and our Schluter and Genesis have arrived, so we will get the Schluter. And oh, it's quite nice to be in this because we haven't been in it in a while. Get hitched up and get it refilled. So we've hitched up to the drill, and unfortunately it turns out this is not a drill that can fertilise. So it is going to be seed only. We'll have to fertilise at a later date. But I'm just seeing if we can set up a auto driver to go and buy some seed and take it down to the grassy knoll. So let's set them off, see if they can find the route. Right, Nordic and I have been waiting a while, but our workers are down here now. We have set them to collect seed from the seed buying station and journey on down here to grassy knoll, where they are going to automatically start the courseplay route. I don't know why I've got the chainsaw out. I do not need that. Yes, hopefully the New Holland is going to get in the first position, and then the Schluter is going to adopt the second track position. Right, they are away. And there we go. The grass has all been drilled by our fantastic workers. They've done a good job. You'll have to excuse the change in texture. It seems like one drill was applying a bit of a mulch texture and the other was doing the standard drilled ground texture. But not to worry, it is grass in here and it is growing. Now, of course, because there was no fertilizer, we will have to potentially come and give this a spray, but we might give that as a job to one of our workers. We will see. But that is it for today. Hope you have enjoyed watching. If you have, remember to drop a like and subscribe. Check out Nordic's channel for his perspective of today's session. And if you've got any tips, tricks or things you'd like us to do, feel free to leave a comment. But all there's left to say is I hope to see you again next time on Calm Lands, and until then, we'll catch you later. Cheers all, bye bye.